I don't know. I say this at the risk of sounding foolish, but this is probably one of the most underrated records I've ever heard. And some people say, "Man, this is a cheesy record, man. Who cares, man? This guy's wandering around on the beach. He's having an affair with an older woman. So what?" I don't know, but back in the summer, late summer 1973, it sure hit the spot for Mr. DJ. So it's called "Summer" by Bobby Goldsboro. His last. This is it. His last top 40 hit. And it wrapped up a string of hits that started for him in 1964 with "See the Funny Little Clown," which was another. That's the thing about Bobby Goldsboro. He was a powerful vocalist. And you know when you hear about powerful vocalists, people really put their hearts out on the line in the records. You seldom hear Bobby Goldsboro's name mentioned, and I guess maybe it's because of "Honey," his biggest hit. Some people would think it was cheesy, but it's about death of a man's lover. Well, that's not really a cheesy topic, but well, you get the picture with all the strings, the prettiness of the record. It's like the hard rock fans, the people hanging out at Woodstock. Man, whatever you do, don't bring Bobby Goldsboro to Woodstock. We can't have this guy opening for Jimi Hendrix. I can see that. But I mean, and here's another thing. It's Too Late. One of his hits, not a big hit for him. 1966. It's Too Late. A dance record by him. He didn't do that many dance records, but this record was real big on the northern soul scene in England. It's Too Late by Bobby Goldsboro. Still hear that one every now and then on XM 60s on 6. But now let's get to 1973. And by the way, one other thing about the song "Honey," it was written by a guy named Bobby Russell. Do you remember a song by Bobby Russell? It was the summer of 1971, "Saturday Morning Confusion." That's the guy who wrote "Honey." He also wrote "The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia," which was covered by Vicki Lawrence. That was in 1973. Man, I tell you, these lyrics just really rain out on me. Check this out. This is just one of these. It sticks in your mind all these years later. It was a hot afternoon, the last day of June, and the sun was a demon. The clouds were afraid. 110 in the shade. Now that's brilliant right there. Listen to that metaphor. And the pavement was steaming. And this is probably the most unforgettable things I remember from way back in the past. The lyrics that stick in your head. I told Billy Ray in his red Chevrolet I needed time for some thinking. I was just walking by when I looked in her eye and I swore it was winking. And it's basically about a 17-year-old guy, a teenage guy who runs into this beautiful older woman, and well, they do what men and women do. God, that sounds so lame. But I like the way. But this is just sheer poetry. This is a narrative. It's from the album "Summer," by the way, by Bobby Goldsboro. And 10 years have gone by since I looked in her eye, but the memory lingers. I'll go back in my mind to the very first time and feel the touch of her fingers. That is so damn powerful. I mean, but stay with me until the sun has gone away, and I will chase the boy and you away. This is just so underrated. What's everybody thinking out there? This song should be in the pantheon of great records. Went to number 20. Peaked at number 21 on Billboard's Hot 100. Bobby Goldsboro, who lived in Dothan, Alabama, not too far from where I live. He's way down in the southern part of the state, probably maybe about 3 or 4 hours away from Tuscaloosa, Dothan, Alabama. Played with Roy. That's right. He started out playing with Roy, backed up Roy Orbison from 1962 through 1964. And then he came out with his first big hit, "See the Funny Little Clown." And I came across this website that mentioned the instruments. It was basically sort of it was a commentary on the record, but it has some information on there. The arrangement in this song that I'm going to play for you: 12-string chord strums, bongo rhythms. You hear the light bongos playing in the background, and 7-note piano licks in this record. That's it. That's all I got to say about this record. Man, I don't know. From number 74 to number 71, the week of September 15th, 1973, Bobby Goldsboro, Summer.